Hello boys and girls, welcome to my preview of Newcastle against Arsenal this weekend. International break is finally over! Woohoo! At last we can get back to the real football. And after we won our last game, I can't wait for this one. Now of course last year we lost this fixture, but I think things are a little bit different this time round. Newcastle are not in a great place at the moment. I said before the season started that they were actually one of my relegation candidates. And judging them from the start of the season, that's not a bad shout because they're going through some tough times. And, you know, we all see the problems with Mike Ashley. Rafa Benitez doesn't look happy. They're missing key players. And some of the ones that they've got are just not good enough. Now, I'm not going to take this game for granted. I'm not saying we're going to walk into it and we're going to just steamroller them. Because we do have to be careful. St James's Park will be rocking. We already know what the Geordie faithful are like, and they get behind their team. So we do have to approach it with caution, but I do feel we will have enough in us to win this game. I think there's a different mindset and a different mentality under Unai Emery, and as long as he gets his team selection right, I feel that we'll have too much for Newcastle. But we will wait and see. Now, in terms of the 1 to 11, this is what I am going to go with. I am going to go with my 1 to 11 that I would like to see. Not what Unai Emery might pick. So, in goal, we're going to start off with Leno. Now, I've seen stats this week talking about Cech. He's got the most touches and the most passes and everything else. And I know he's still learning. I don't want to be too overcritical, but I feel we've experimented with him now. I feel that we've gave him the time, we've tried it out, but it just isn't working. Why have we spent £25 million on a goalkeeper that can play the style of play that Unai Emery wants to play, but only stick him on the bench? Seriously? Now, when it comes to saves and stuff like that, Cech's done nothing wrong, don't get me wrong. But he's put us in a lot of trouble and he's nearly cost us quite a few goals with the way he's been playing out from the back. It makes us nervous. There's no doubt in my mind that if he's playing, Newcastle will pinpoint him as one of the weak spots. They will stick it right on him and they will try and get at him. And that's what I don't want. So I would actually go with Leno in goal. I'm going to stick with the flat four. And on the right hand side, I'm going to go with Lichtsteiner. I still feel we need to sort this defence out, and I feel that he's a key person that can do it. Did you watch him for 90 minutes against England? The guy has got the physicality and the stamina of a 26, 27-year-old. There's no way that guy's 34. Up, down. But he knows when to go. He knows when to stay. I think it's time for Hector Bellerin to start learning from him so he can get the balance right. So for this game, I'm going to go with Lichtsteiner. In the middle, first of all, we're going to start off with Sokratis. I've got no problems with him at all. I think he's done well this season. I think he's growing game by game. I don't think him and Mustafi really suit each other. Maybe I'll be proved wrong eventually, but I just feel that if Sokratis had the right person next to him, you would really start to see just how good he is. But look, like I said, no problem. So I'm going to start him off there, and that is Sokratis. Alongside him, going to go with Mustafi. Now, the thing with Mustafi, he's had a game where he plays really good. Then he has a game where he's a bit shaky. And like I said, I'm not too sure whether he can play with Sokratis. I think he's better suited with the likes of Koscielny. But maybe they'll prove me wrong. I don't know. Maybe they'll get it right. Maybe the likes of Leno behind them might actually do them the world of good. Maybe the likes of Torreira in front of them will do them the world of good. So it'll be interesting to see and how this develops, because we ain't got really many other choices at the moment. We've got the young lads, Mavropanos and Rob Holding, but I don't think Emery's going to throw him in there. And Koscielny, he's still on his way back from his injury. So this is what we're going to go with. And alongside Sokratis, I will have Mustafi. On the left-hand side, we're going to go with Monreal. No problems whatsoever. Last game out, I don't think he was that good. It was one of his worst performances in a while. But listen, he's solid. You know what he does. He does exactly what it says on the tin. I know he's in the middle of contract negotiations at the moment to try and extend his stay. And fair play, he was one of our best players, if not the best player last season. So yeah, for this one, no problems at all. Monreal. Going to move into the midfield area, and of course Emery likes to play 4-2-3-1, and that's what I'm going to stick with. First of all, in front of the back four, Lucas Torreira. Absolutely no doubt whatsoever, this guy has to start. It's as simple as that. Don't need to say no more. You saw exactly what he can do when he came on against Cardiff. We've seen it every time he comes on. I know he went away for international duty for Uruguay and whatnot. He took a minor knock. Nothing to worry about. But he needs to start this game. And then we will see what the protection in front of the back four is like. So, first of all, I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. Alongside him, I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka. Now, I think Granit Xhaka's playing really well when Torreira's there. I watched Xhaka the other day against England, and he bossed it in the middle. I know England made it easy for him, but he was really good in that game. A statistic that I see during the international break as well, with Torreira and who he plays alongside and whatnot. Guendouzi and Xhaka together, I believe we scored about 2 goals while those two have been there, and we've conceded 7. With Xhaka and Torreira, we've created the most chances and conceded none. So it shows that them two do work together. It is harsh on Guendouzi because he's been one of our best players, one player of the month as well. But he's a young lad and he's still learning. I just think the experience of Xhaka alongside Lucas Torreira is what we need right now. Going to move into the attacking area. Whoa, the attacking three. I'm going to go with what was there in Cardiff. And first of all, I'm going to go with Aaron Ramsey. Whether he plays in that 10 or whether he plays on the right. I don't like him in that 10. I think Mesut Ozil should stay there. But I think Aaron Ramsey will probably keep his place for this. It was touch and go between him and Mkhitaryan. But for this one, I'm just going to go with Aaron Ramsey. In that 10 role, where I would like him to be is Mesut Ozil. Had a decent game against Cardiff, worked really hard in the first half, came more into it in the second once he got into that 10 role. Don't like seeing him out on the right. If he's not playing in the 10, don't play him at all, is my opinion anyway. But straight away, I'm going to have Mesut Ozil in there. On that left-hand side, I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Again, another player that went on international duty and was quite far away. But really nice of the Gabon FA that they've let him miss their last game this week and come back to Arsenal. So that is really good news for us. He's back in training already and he's going to be ready for the game. He's off the mark now for the season and I think this guy is now going to fly. It's as simple as that. So on that left-hand side, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Up front, as the main striker, Alexandre Lacazette. What can I say about this guy? He's been brilliant this season. He was brilliant in pre-season. He was unlucky to be on the bench for the first few games. When he came off the bench, he was doing what he needed to do. And listen, against Cardiff, he led that line. Man of the match. He was superb. And I want to see more of the same again. And another goal will be nice. So there we have it. That is my preview. That is my predicted 1 to 11. As usual, let me know in the comment section whether you agree or disagree. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. There will be a match day vlog round about after the game, couple of hours or so. And then the player ratings the following day. Move into the European competition next week. But yeah, we'll see how we get on with this one. This is another big test and it's another test of whether our mentality has changed away from home. We will find out very soon. I'll see you lot then. I'm out of here.